lonely poppy.
As the sun rises, all the creatures that live and grow in the garden begin to shake the night from their heads and set about the business of another day. The time is spring, and a gentle breeze blows the flowers to and fro. Some tulips are swaying in the breeze with bright petals making the garden beautiful. The tulips are tall and proud and fine flowers. Hidden by the tulips is another small sad plant, just a baby bud that only wants to grow. It looks cold down there in the shadows. Oh dear.
Oh, I do feel rather lonely all by myself. I wish I were a beautiful tulip. I wish I were a bit bigger, so then I could get warm. Do you think I'll ever grow taller?
Well, you are awfully small. You'd have to do a lot of growing to be as tall as us.
Yes, and I do wonder if your petals will ever grow to be as beautiful as ours.
Well, hello, my old beauty. Why the glum face? The sun is shining and it's a beautiful day for eating cabbages. There's no need to be unhappy.
But I am. I wish I were tall, and I wish I had petals as beautiful as the tulips. But instead, I'm just a baby bud who has to sit in the shade all day long.
Never mind, my little flower. Soon enough you'll grow tall and big and just as beautiful as those silly tulips.
But not for a very long time, I don't think. And I really don't like waiting. I wish I had petals as bright as the sun and wasn't just a green bud.
Watch out, them children are coming to play in the garden. Watching the children play always makes you happy.
If I were a flower, I would really like to be a pink one.
They are so beautiful.
No one notices me down here, but everyone looks at the flowers.
Will I notice you, little buddy?
But that's because you're small too. Don't you want to grow bigger?
No, I like being little. Lots of things in the garden are little. The ants and the worms are little. And if I was big, I wouldn't be able to talk to them. And if I was bigger, I wouldn't be able to fill my tummy so easily.
And so, although Poppy was glad that Stephen the snail was happy being small, she still longed to grow as tall and colourful as the tulips. Slowly and gradually, and then rather more quickly, spring turned to summer. The sun grew warmer, the leaves grew greener, and the garden was full of bees busy collecting, and birds feeding their babies, and ants happily doing whatever it is that ants happily do. And Stephen the snail ate a lot of cabbage. So it was that the little bud grew stronger and taller and bigger.
Not smaller.
And then, quite suddenly, there she was, a beautiful, beautiful, bright red poppy.
Oh, Poppy, your petals are so beautiful. I wish mine were red. It is such a lovely colour.
And you have grown so tall.
Oh, Poppy, didn't I tell you? Didn't I? And now you're the prettiest poppy in the patch.
I love my red petals, and now I feel warm from the sun, and I have lots of people to talk to, and I can still talk to you, Stephen the snail.
Well, some things are worth waiting for. By the way, I wonder if now you're so tall, you might perhaps see if there's any cabbages I might not be able to see from down here.
And so, as the sun set on the summer's day, the tulips had a little time to think. They thought about how, if everyone were the same, the garden would not be such an interesting place to live. And Poppy was thinking too. She thought she felt very special to be a beautiful red flower, and she thought she was very lucky to have a friend like Stephen. And Stephen felt very lucky and happy and full of cabbage.